This is Mark with his hair all spiffed up and a twinkle in his eye. This is Healing Hearts, Soaring Souls. It is a beautiful day. Hot. Definitely hot. Nice in the shade. But this is Mark with Healing Hearts, Soaring Souls. We truly are here, guys. Guys, listen up. You are my soul. We are one soul. And I say this because we're all connected. Everything's connected. We are. You do something bad, it gets back to me. If I do something bad, well, it gets back to you. You know, so let's start acting like one soul. Let's try to make this a beautiful place instead of a sucky place. Let's try not to stick our head in the sand, because right now we have the perfect moment, you know. The tsunami is coming. One place or another, the tsunami is coming. And we can either have our heads in the sand and pretend everything is okay while everybody else is getting wiped out, and eventually it gets to us, or we can actually be one soul. Work towards being one beautiful, absolutely gorgeous soul, working together as the entire universe, as God. So, like I said, this is Mark with Healing Hearts, Soaring Souls on a beautiful day. I love you guys. And so does she. Ebba, you love them, don't you? Give them a kiss. When I kiss, and here's Lurk. And Lurk loves you too, don't you, Lurk? Come here, buddy. I know. All right. See you later, guys. Have a great weekend. And try to be better than you were a moment ago. Try to help somebody else be better than they were a moment ago. Feed somebody. Pat somebody on the back. Give them a hug, you know. God, there's a lot of lonely and sadness out here. Even those on Facebook, especially us. Gosh, those guys on Facebook, a lot of us have been through hell, and we're sitting there by ourselves in our room. We have a happy face on because who wants to look like this? We want to have a happy face, not a sad face. So the people don't see the pain that we're going through moment by moment, day by day. So the point that I'm getting to is be good to each other, whether you're on Facebook or anywhere else. Be kind instead of being right. Whenever you're kind, you will always be right. See you later, guys. Love you. Bye. Alright, but there we are. I got some shade going on. I don't have my shades on. I don't have my glasses. There's my peepers, my peeps. I don't know, it's one of those days, you know. I'm not quite sure who's jumped in this body today. Somebody else may be inhabiting this thing. Alright. Oh my gosh, it's comedy hour with a walk in a park. I do want to address one thing. Some people think that I talk too quick, that I talk too much. I have fun. You know, I'm joyful. Maybe, maybe I haven't found the humming balance yet. But I noticed that a lot of people that are in their trek, in their journey, come to a point where they all kind of sit around and hum, and they don't seem very excited. Now, granted, I think that's kind of on the Hollywood side, and they don't always sit around like that doing that. I'm sure monks laugh. If not, I'm not sure about the enlightenment part. So, if I talk a lot, if I'm animated, it's because, gosh dang, it's a great time to be alive. I mean, we're going to see amazing things. We're on the precipice of awesome stuff. And I think we should be excited about it. I mean, we could be looking at hell. I'm not sure if he's too animated over that. Might, be looking down, kind of like the dogs look down, like, this is horrible. But seriously, we're not looking at hell. Well, at least some of us aren't. I'm hoping, I can't guarantee anything. I have done some things in my life that weren't too good. But I've repented, and I'm doing things to try to correct that and try to make a better world. I may be a day late, dollar short. Today is more of a fun day. I guess you can tell. I've been serious a lot, It is serious times, without a doubt. I mean, when you're looking at you, and if you're caught up in everything physical, you know, beer drinking, the cigars, steak eating, the cars, everything physical, you know, whatever you can be hooked onto, cigarette smoking, tea drinking, sex, all that stuff. I'm not saying it's not fun. Hell, I spent most of my life doing it. It must have been fun. But, you know, the point is, we got more important things to do. And in America, a lot of times we take things for granted. You know, we're just going to go down to the pub and smoke and drink and have a good time. And maybe when we get back, you know, the point is that the rest of the world, there's a lot of people in pain. Even in this country, we deny it. I mean, I started healing hearts, soaring souls, and I found out one thing I did not want to find out, and that most women that I've met now have hurt. They've been raped, they've been molested as children, and how the f did we go on in a society and smile and go out beer drinking and shit when that stuff has happened and people are hurting? So, what I did by starting Healing Hearts, Soaring Souls is to try to reprioritize my life to help others. Like I said, I may be a day late and a dollar short. You know, I spend a lot of my time smoking cigars, drinking beer, and just generally having fun and not doing a whole lot of important things. Those that know me, you know me. Those that know me know, there we go, close up. Those that know me know I've spent most of my life helping people. Maybe not intensely, maybe not causatively, just innately, that's what I do. That's because, you know, I'm basically a good person. You know, doesn't mean I haven't screwed up, doesn't mean I haven't pissed people off, doesn't mean I haven't hurt people. But there's a time, and maybe it's the gray hair, you know, maybe it's this, I don't know. Maybe it's because my wife died. But there is a time in life where we actually start seriously rolling up our sleeves and seeing if we can actually make a better world. Our kids, my kids, your kids, their grandkids, what's the legacy we've left them? War? That's all we do here in this country. War, drink, you know, drive around in cars. I mean, we're not even in the game spiritually. Seriously, we're not. I mean, we go to a brick and mortar building on Wednesday, maybe, Sundays, maybe, and we expect God to come down and save us. Bullshit. God don't do that. That thing, our saving, is in us. Now, there may be some grace allowed here because we're morons, we're abusers, we're sinners, we're things like that, which is, you know, we should be grateful for any grace that we get. But still, the work is us. I mean, what does God have to do? Work on being perfect? Well, I think we're down here for a reason. And, you know, the lessons, if we're having the same lesson over and over again, we're, you know, having bad relationships over and over again, we're getting hurt by people over and over again, we're constantly, I don't know, something bad is happening to us all the time. Maybe we got to change our ways. Maybe what we're doing is not the right thing. We may be smoking cigars really, really well. I'm smoking the best $30, $40, $60 cigars. I'm drinking the best this and that. We may be doing all that perfectly. But are we doing the right thing? I would say probably not. Or our society would not be like it is. We wouldn't have all the robberies. We wouldn't have all the inequities. We wouldn't have all the raping. We wouldn't have all the murdering. We wouldn't have all the dictatorial bullshit and all the damn cops and everything else that think that they are our guards, you know, our prison guards. Because that's basically what we're acting like. Hey guys, look, come here buddy. So what we've done is we kind of painted ourselves in a corner here by just having the moment of the flesh, the smile, the rolling around in somebody's sack, the beer drinking, cigar torking, doob smoking, all that stuff, you know. But we kind of ended up in a shithole, just to be blunt. And I don't mind being blunt. If you got problems with language, tough. I don't care, because I'm not doing this. If you don't like it, hit the road. Adios. Move on. Because I am who I am, and I'm going to call it the way I see it. And if your sensibilities can't handle it, then I'm not the guy that you should be watching. You should move on. We have a chance to fix things. We damn sure had better get started, because a lot of people are hurting. They carry that hurt from one relationship into the next relationship. They're either the victim or the victimizer. And that's pretty much the way it works out. And if you move into the White House, well, you get to victimize a whole lot of people. We'll just bomb the hell out of everybody all the time, 24/7, to make a lot of people real rich and a lot of people real dead. This is not the way we're supposed to be here. Whoever came up with this making money on war, and especially those of us, you, and me, that are allowing this, that is a sin. I don't care how you want to call it. We allow abortions every day, and I'm sorry if you are for women's rights. I'm for all rights. Not for babies' rights, not for your rights, not for my rights. I'm not the one that's going to have to deal with this. You know, I really don't care. Do what you got to do. Go smoke, go drink, go kill. That's on you. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try to paint a better portrait, a better world. I could talk all day. That's what I do. Like I said, I work things out. And it's time, at least at my age, and this is my choice. You do what you got to do. I did. I just regret. The reason I'm mentioning this is because I regret not having intentionally done really good things and worked towards a better end all my life. I can tell you why. I had things to learn. I had to learn to be confident. I had to learn to quit listening to everybody else. The priests, the counselors, the Scientologists, the Buddhists, everybody else. And the reason I say stop listening to them, I'm not saying they're wrong. What I'm saying is your path, your direction, that is determined by you and God, not anybody else, not me. Now, I think our goal, our end goal, is going to be the same, pretty much. But you got to get to your place on your own. I can encourage you. I can shine light so you can say, hey, maybe I ought to go in that direction. But you got to climb your mountains. You got to trek through your valleys, your swamps, all the stuff that you got to go through. I like to help people because I don't like to see them struggle like I have. I don't like to see the hurt. And by God, the rest of my days are going to be spent doing that. And if I can help you in any way, if I can shine a light, if I can plant a seed and feed you along the way, or anything just to make your job a little easier, then that's what I want to do. And that's what we should do with animals. That's what we should do with everything. We shouldn't make lives, any life, four-legged, two-legged, snails, fish, birds, people, shouldn't make any life harder than it needs to be. And lastly, I'm going to say this. We need to look at each other as one soul. We may be screwed up souls. We may be assholes. But we are one soul. And we're all in this boat together. And we can either make this boat ride really suck, or we can actually make it a fun ride. That's our choice. God gave us that choice. He ain't down here puppeteering things, no matter how we'd like to believe that. Well, he's going to save me. I ate steak, and my arteries are all clogged up. I smoked, and I drank, and I did all this stuff all my life, and I want God to save me now. Sorry. I shouldn't have smoked and drank. Duh. I mean, do you walk into a burning house and go, oh, dude, man, I don't know what this house is made of, but, like, I think I'm going to croak. Oh, dang. The point is, we got better choices we can make, and we should make them. Black slacks, make me cool, daddy, oh, when I put them on, I'm ready to go. When I go places, I just don't care. Do you know why? You see when I wear black slacks, can't hold jeans, black slacks. Really, I mean black slacks, make me cool, daddy.